After last night's goal fest at the Euros, football fans are hoping for another thriller when England face Germany in their last 16 clash at Wembley. Looking relaxed in training, the three Lions are unbeaten at the tournament and have yet to concede. But they have scored only 2 goals in their 3 group games, raising questions about the team's tactics. Meanwhile, the German coach Joachim Löw says his players are ready and motivated, and it will be an all-or-nothing game for both the teams. Sports correspondent David Lee is here with more. Hi, David. David, I Love Football was trending this morning after fans were treated to 14 goals in 2 incredible games last night. So what do you think? Can we expect another goal fest from England and Germany tonight?
Well, it's 23 goals if you count the 9 goals from the penalty shootout in which Switzerland stunned France 5-4. Interestingly, like you've mentioned, while England have 3 clean sheets, Germany have none at all at these Euros. Will this mean that England will beat Germany 1-0? Absolutely not. Because what the round of 16 games have shown us is anything is possible in football. Like you mentioned, it's all or nothing. Even if England have been rather boring in the group stage with just 2 goals in 3 games, like you mentioned, for all their attacking talents, they could just explode in the round of 16. You can never get your hopes up too high with England, though. On paper, they have a strong team throughout the squad. Jordan Pickford in goal and Harry Kane in attack, and rising star Calvin Phillips in midfield. But they just lack that bit of experience, I feel, which the Germans have in abundance. Then there's the question of whether Gareth Southgate is going for back 3 or back 4, and who does he start as the left fullback or wing back? Will he go for the more natural option that is Luke Shaw, or does he deploy Kieran Trippier, a natural right back who started on the left and did well in the 1-0 win over Croatia in the group stage? Whoever he goes for, England will have their hands full. After losing 1-0 to France in their opening game, the Germans came back strongly. They scored 4 against Portugal. They scored twice against Hungary. They may have recalled the experienced Mats Hummels and Thomas Muller, but they also have their own new generation of stars in Kai Havertz, Leon Goretzka, and Robin Gosens. The magic of the knockout rounds means anything can happen. It can be a cagey affair like what we've seen in the 0-0 draw between Italy and Austria before Italy won 2-0 in extra time, or the wild 3-all draws we saw with Spain, Croatia, and France, Switzerland. If one team scores early, the other team will go for broke because there's no more safety net like in the group stage. Lose and you go home. That is why even 2-goal leads like we've seen in these last 2 games are not enough, because teams will throw the kitchen sink and try to score even if it means they fall further behind. They risk falling further behind. And that's how goal fest can happen. So who knows? England, Germany, it might be 4-3, it might be 3-3 again.
You fancied Denmark from day one, and what a tournament they've had so far. Now with France, Netherlands, Portugal all out, can you see the Danes going all the way?
Yeah, I think you give me too much credit there. I also called a France-Italy final, and now France are out. So back to Denmark, of course they can. Nobody gave them a chance in 1992 when they were called in at the last minute to replace Yugoslavia, and they went all the way to win the tournament. Denmark is the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, so they have a rich history of writing fairy tales. I doubt any team will relish playing against the Danes now. They're riding on a wave of goodwill after what happened to Christian Eriksen, who of course suffered a heart attack in their first game against Finland. Since then, they have played well against Belgium, Russia, and Wales. They have a steady goalkeeper in Kasper Schmeichel, Simon Kjær at the back with Andreas Christensen. They have been solid in defense. An impressive attacking fullback, Joachim Mæhle, who I think could be the find of the tournament. And then, of course, they have the talented forward Kasper Dolberg up front. They also have a decent draw, in the knockout rounds. They will face Czech Republic in the quarterfinals, which is pretty much a toss-up because the Czechs were also very impressive in their organization and game management in their 2-0 win over Holland. With some luck, if Denmark make it to the semi-finals, England or Germany may have already been knocked out by the winners of the match between Sweden and Ukraine. In the ultimate underdog fantasy, it could be a Switzerland-Denmark final.
Fan favourite France knocked out by Switzerland last night. I have to put you on the spot once again. Who will win Euro 2020?
You put me in a spot here, man. I'm going to redo my predictions. I'm going to call it Italy-England final, but if you have me on the show again, in all likelihood, I'm going to have to eat my words.